Hi tea friends, welcome back to the channel. Happy day 2 of Advent season of 2022. Today's adventure, I do have my book again. I really need to decorate this actually, come to think of it, make it a little bit more festive. But jumping right into it, the first Advent calendar that I got into today was the David's Tea 24 Days of Tea Advent calendar. This one I got sweet potato pie, which I'm actually enjoying right now. I steeped it up here in my new mug, trying not to spill. This is a mug that was gifted to me by one of my aunties, so if you're watching, auntie, thank you so much for the mug. I really love it. And look at how great it is at showing the color of the tea. So this one was sweet potato pie. It's a black tea that has marshmallows, pecan pieces, I think butternut squash, cinnamon, nutmeg, allspice, and it's pretty much just, as the name suggests, a sweet potato pie in tea form. So I just steeped it and it's very hot, very warm. But this is one of my favorite teas. I think it was actually one of my first teas that I tried from David's Tea. It's a nice strong black tea, which, come to think of it, I probably shouldn't be drinking it late at night. Black tea base really complements the warm spices that are in this. The butternut squash is maybe a weird ingredient, but to me, I don't really taste it. It's like a sweet fall tea, just like fall encapsulated in a cup. Yeah, this is definitely one of my favorite teas, definitely in my top 10. So I'm really glad that we got this in our Advent today. So this one, I didn't use the Advent tea that was in the little tin. I actually just used something that was already in my stash, so I can try and sip down on that. And moving on to the next Advent calendar, I actually accidentally skipped the Advent calendar yesterday. But it was the Tea for All Reasons Advent calendar, and I'm so sorry to them because I totally spaced. I don't know, I think I forgot to write them down in my notebook, and so I totally spaced on them. But yesterday for day 1 we got Swiss hot chocolate, which was a black tea that had cocoa, chamomile petals, and flavoring, and that one looked actually really interesting because I haven't seen a black tea mixed with chamomile before, so I'm actually really excited to try that one. And for today, for day 2, we got winter punch, which is a rooibos tea, which of course is caffeine free. It has coconut slices, ginger bits, cinnamon, apple, cardamom flavoring, and black pepper. So this seems almost like a sweet rooibos chai. Their kind of take on that. The next Advent that I got into was the DIY Advent calendar that I made for this year. So for today, I got Newbie Jasmine Pearls, which is of course just green tea and jasmine. This one is one of the jasmine teas I think that really made me like the I guess jasmine tea world. So jasmine tea is basically just straight up, usually it's just green tea with jasmine petals or jasmine flowers in it, but this one is a really high quality tea that the tea is actually in pearls, which you can see. So when you steep it up, they unravel, and it's actually really cool to see how big the tea leaves get. But this is a good green tea that is definitely floral. Jasmine tea is very floral, so if you don't really like floral teas, this one is definitely probably not your cup of tea, but I do enjoy this one, so I was glad that we got this one today. The next Advent we have is the Bruu Tea Co. Advent calendar. This one we got a nice and spicy chai. I have the card here because, like I mentioned yesterday, there was a lot of information packed on this card, and I thought it's really good to share it. It says, "What is it? A refreshing taste of aniseed holds this exciting spicy black chai together. We love it because a long sleeping time allows the chai part of the blend to wake up. Aniseed is a great smell to experience. The tiniest hint of chili runs throughout each sip, whilst the chai spices keep tantalizing the taste buds with subtle sweetness. This black tea is from the Nilgiri Tea Plantation, Tamil Nadu, India. The name chai is actually the Hindi word for tea, which was derived from cha and the Chinese word for tea in this case. The Hindi term chai means a mix of spices steeped into a tea-like beverage. And ingredients for this tea are black tea, aniseed, cinnamon pieces, ginger bits, black pepper, cloves, chicory roots, and flavoring. So this one looks actually really interesting. They mentioned that it's a long sleeping time, which it definitely is. It says 1 teaspoon at 100 degrees Celsius for 6 to 10 minutes. And I'm really excited to try this one because I really have been into chai, and of course Christmas and like fall, winter seasons is the perfect time for a chai blend. Next advent calendar we got was the Palais d'été. This was a Dongding floral oolong from Taiwan. This one, I opened up the tin. I tried to capture how the tins for this advent calendar were really unique because you pretty much just push the middle part of the tin and then the outer edge pops out and then you can open it. So I thought that was a really cool design, and I've never seen a tin like that, so just geeking out over things like a tin. The tea in this one was really, it smelled a little bit floral and a little bit sweet. So I'm also excited to try this one because it sounds really good. Our second to last advent we unboxed today was the Plum Deluxe Tea Lovers Advent Calendar. This one we got the Be Well blend, which is a black tea with elderberries, orange peel, and orange essence. And this one seems like a pretty good morning tea, like how it said on the label. I think that it'll be interesting trying tea with elderberries and orange because usually I'm not the biggest fan, but I'm gonna give them the benefit of the doubt and have an open mind when I try this one. The last advent calendar that we opened up was the sock advent calendar. So today, because it's an even day, we opened up the Lilo and Stitch advent sock advent calendar. That one I got, it was just a normal low cut pair of socks that had Stitch on it, which was super cute, and I actually plan to wear that to work tomorrow, and I'm actually really excited about it. But yeah, that's pretty much all for today's adventure. If you want to keep following along with the adventure for this year, I have 7 different advents and I will be unboxing them daily, so far so good. But yeah, I also post a little recap photo on Instagram and also probably before the end screen. But yeah, let me know how you guys' day 2 for the advents was, and I'll see you guys tomorrow. Bye.